Good morning, everybody. How are you? Howdy, good morning. Thank you so much for being here with us. I know you're looking at my face right now, wondering what's going on. When I think about my country, I'm a patriot at heart, and I love my country, I love my people. And when I see the devastation, when I see the sufferation, it really tugs at all of my heartstrings, you know what I mean? So, don't watch if one lash come off, you just understand. But you understand? It's extraordinary times. You understand? So thank you for rising with us, Sunrisers. 25 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good morning to everybody watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember that you can watch us as well on CVM television, on YouTube, wherever you are in the world. And I know that many of you will want to know what's going on with your family, what's going on with your friends, or what's just going on with Jamaicans. And I just want to also thank the overseas companies, you know, the countries who have come to help us. We sincerely appreciate the love. We appreciate all the help that we've been receiving. And if you're considering coming on board as well, we also welcome you with open arms to help Jamaica rebuild and rise again. It's now time, though, for morning headlines. Good morning, TK.
With who? With who? Say it. Say it.
The hotness.
Okay.
The hostess with the most.
I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it.
It's very colorful.
We're trying
beautiful.
to bring some color.
Coca Bella's my love. Lively me up this morning. Hi, Denise. Good morning. Thank you so very much.
Let's jump into what's happening in our headlines, shall we? We turn our attention to one of the most pressing concerns in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica's water supply. With widespread flooding, damaged infrastructure, power outages affecting treatment plants, communities across the island are feeling the strain. We're joined by Delana Williams, Acting Corporate Public Relations Manager at the National Water Commission, to get an update on restoration efforts, water quality, and what residents can expect in the days ahead. Welcome, Delana.
Welcome, Delana. Good morning. How
ladies.
are you?
I am good, thanks. Morning to your viewers as well. Thanks for having me.
Very well. Now, I know that people are wanting to hear from a man like you this morning.
Yes.
Because water is life.
It is that.
And unfortunately, in many places, there is no water at this time. Talk to us about the network and talk to us about, in the aftermath of Melissa, what is the NWC network looking like at the moment? Right.
So let me set the context a little bit. When we heard of the system, we saw the report, saw how threatening it was going to be for us as a country. We put a number of measures in place, which is typical, but they were heightened for Hurricane Melissa. And what this meant is essentially positioning trucks at critical locations, positioning generators to run our pumps, filling our storage tanks in a number of places, so it gives us a quicker recharge time. This is what we mean when we are pumping water or releasing water into the network. Because some locations we have tanks at high levels, so once you release it, it literally feels like you're pumping. We call those gravity feed. Okay. Now, amidst all of that, the reality is every nook and cranny of this island, from east to west, meaning from Portland all the way out to Negril Point, those locations were affected. The 5 parishes on the west side, more significantly, namely St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney. Right. And to an extent, because Mandeville is dependent on Manchester, and Manchester is dependent on St. Elizabeth, they too have a ripple effect in terms of significance. This is looking at about 150 to 200,000 customers. Okay. All right, so over 30, close to 40% of our customer base.
And they're out of water at this time?
They were totally out. Okay, where are we now? The impact of the storm. Where we are now is phased depending on the location. So some locations, as in the town centers, are recovering. The western section of Hanover, for instance, from Negril back into just outside of Lucy, has water along the coastline. Minister Samuda would have pointed out that a substantial amount of our occupation or population lives along the coastlines. And that's true. So a lot of the town centers are being restored, whether by actual power supply via our pumping systems or by generator.
Delana, you know, what does restoration look like? So we can see down poles, for example, from the GPS, and we say, oh, we know we have light because we can see this pole. When your system is damaged or it's impacted, other than electricity, what does that look like?
So it looks like damaged, silted.
Yes.
Meaning, so you're seeing trees on top of the pumps. You're seeing trees on top of the buildings. You're seeing tanks, for instance, Fostic Grove in St. Elizabeth. The tank has a dent in it.
Yes.
Like you hold a plastic cup and squeeze in a side of it. That's what we're seeing. Our Dalin-Toba system, which is the one that serves Black River, that's inundated with debris and silt and so on. So we are moving, hopefully, within the next 24 to 48 hours to get the generator up and running, because the good thing is that some of these are well systems.
Yes.
Which means that amidst all the debris that you see on top, we can still access clean water and clean water, which is the critical thing.
Delano, talk to me a little bit about the turbidity, because one of the things in the aftermath of a hurricane, normally the water gets a little murky, the color changes.
Sometimes you say murky. I'm hoping our viewers can see some of the real pictures. So the colors we have on your screens, sometimes the water gets close to that in terms of the brownness. That so we have what are called surface sources. So 2/3 of our systems are either rivers or springs, and I'm talking 2/3 of 400 and odd systems.
Yes.
When you have heavy rains, you have a lot of runoff. Yes. It's a river come down. Right. So it comes with a lot of scouring, and it takes the mud, the debris, and that is what causes turbidity. So turbidity is really a word to say the water is so muddy that it's not, we can't treat it safely enough for you to drink or to utilize. So how should customers treat with it? So when you see that water coming through the pipe, what do they do? We typically shut down before we pump that. Yes. What you may have along the line is points of intrusion where a break, after it leaves the system, a break might cause some intrusion. Yes. We ask customers to alert us, but they also can take some practices in terms of allowing it to run for some minutes. That's first. If it persists, then they implement the Ministry of Health's best practices in terms of boiling and also adding bleach to it, and the prescribed amounts are given in terms of the number of drops per certain volume of water, a certain number of liters. Delano, based on your assessments, I'm sure that the different parishes will have a different answer to this question, but talk to me about timelines. And just in the timelines, TK, but also, Delano, at this time, some people don't have family members to bring them cases of water or gallons of water. Is there any plan by the NWC to say, for example, have a water truck be brought into communities to say, okay, we're going to Santa Cruz today, so all the persons with drums or whatever it is, you can come and fill up. Absolutely. So we've actually started doing that. So for instance, at our Martha Bray facility in Trelawney, we have persons who can drive up and fill at the plant. And they've been doing that for the last number of days. As the access allows us, we'll be getting into some of the more rural areas. Right, because Black River needs something. So for instance, like Black River, as I said, within the next day or two maximum, we will be having our generators. Outside of Black River, as at last night, our Luana system is now pumping water to the environs just on the outskirts, and we are able to now truck water into Black River itself. So we're being very strategic about it. The access, obviously we rely on our other partners, the ODPEM, NWA, the JDF, they are also partnering with us. They're actually taking water from our systems. So we are doing a joined up approach. We are taking the help from both our local and our international partners to get our systems running. There are some people in Portmore, Delano, that still have no water. Greater Portmore have no water. What's going on there? As of last night? As of, yes. No, not last night. They never pay them bill? No, they're good now. So you still have to pay your bill, ladies and gentlemen, in this time. Well, that's not the reality. So yesterday we checked. So that's why I said no area was untouched. So Portmore is served from a number of systems, both in the Rio Cobre Valley, which had a lot of down trees and so on. So Water came back into Portmore substantially yesterday, extending into Hellshire.
Yeah.
The elevated areas, meaning if you live on top of the hill, to talk plainly, the water is going to take some time to pressurize.
Right.
All right? And we're checking those. What we may have along the way is you may still have stop-starts as the power supply normalizes, or we have to pause to refill the generators.
So you're saying Portmore is good right now in Greater Portmore?
I wouldn't say they're good, but they're better than no.
Better than no.
And we're asking persons, therefore, to understand and to be patient.
Yeah.
So no system at this time is perfect.
Definitely not.
And as I said, where we have power supply, we still see fluctuations.
Yeah.
Where we have generators, we have to pause to refill. Where we are moving trucks, we're having to, again, sometimes navigate the same traffic of persons who are trying to get to their loved ones.
Might I ask, how are the staff, members of staff? Because, you know, oftentimes we don't concern, we want water, we want light.
Yes.
But those people too are affected. Maybe they have also lost homes. They have family who have been affected. They too are also emotionally going through it. How are the members of staff doing?
Let me tell you, it's rough. It, in a very real way, we have staff in 2 of the hardest hit parishes who have said, look, I've lost everything.
Yeah.
Our team in St. Elizabeth, our team also in Westmoreland.
Yeah.
A number of our staff have lost roofs, some have lost their entire homes, so much so that we have mobilized our We Care initiative just to drive the support, not just for the public, but also for our staff.
Yeah.
Our St. Catherine staff took the lead on the weekend. They got into Santa Cruz, and they also got into Black River, where we helped to clean our own office spaces, but also brought some relief to our team members.
Nice.
And so I want to just thank our teams who are out, our truck drivers who lost their roofs and are still driving, delivering water.
Thank you, guys.
And it's just a very real thing, but we want to say thanks to our teams.
Have a big them up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, Delano, for being here. Are your offices open if people want to contact the NWC in any way?
Yes.
Offices are open.
Not all. Some are still damaged, whether by flood or by the breeze. On the eastern side, we are operating, some of them not at full level, but most of our eastern offices. Check our WhatsApp channels.
Okay.
Our website also has information as to what locations are currently operating as at this morning.
Very well. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for this update.
Yes, we love it. And the WhatsApp channels, guys, please use it. Do you have the number, Delano? Do you know it?
It's not a WhatsApp number, but I can share with you our toll-free number. So that's 888-225-5692. Let me go again, 888-225-5692. If you have your Android, it's 888-CALL-NWC.
Okay, very well.
Yes.
I want to keep the people in the know. And of course, if you want to report anything to Delano and his team, they are ready and waiting for you. And again, to the staff of NWC, thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'ams, for all that you do. All right, that's all the time we have for our headlines this morning. Up next, it's Sir Carlton. He'll be covering how Jamaica plans to pay for this recovery effort. Please stay tuned. It's Sunrise.